just like talking about ghosts to me. This is really tapping into something that I think once you commit to some sort of faith, you get tested a lot, and you can see the darkness in the light. It is not philosophical. It is palpable. It is real. You can tell. And I'm wondering though, for you, when it comes to, I don't know, people or houses, how do you know if it's something more than black mold or a mental disorder with a person, and that there is something, what crosses it over into the demonic for you?
Well, that's a great question, actually, because I do depend on someone to do an investigation, or when I have more time, locally, I would do the investigation myself. But usually, when they've called me, many of them have already had an investigating team, and they've said, call Father Bob. So they would just kind of see. I've had cases where it's been mold, it's been some faulty wiring or whatever. It gives people like the sensation of being watched and stuff like that. And
yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that about phone lines and electric lines near houses too, where when they do investigations of things like poltergeist, that a lot of it can be traced to the fact that living that close to major big substation electrical power can really mess with people's minds.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And the thing is, when you go in to investigate, you're going in to try and see if there's a rational explanation first. So that's what you want. You want to go in with an objective mind and not already saying, okay, there's something definitely here. You want to kind of rule out other things first. And that's why we ask a lot of questions of the clients that we have, from questions like their utilities and things that may be old, may be faulty, also to medical issues, psychological issues, family issues. All those can just send in different directions a case. Now when there's activity where there's people are seeing shadow figures, or things are making noise that's out of the ordinary, or people are seeing whatever, or things are flying off the shelf or off the table and things like that, then that's what then there's
that's more than electrical.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah. I don't want this to sound funny, but I almost think people are misusing you in a way. If I knew that you had this sort of service before I ever bought a house, I think I'd want you to check it out and say, this is clear of like Indian burial ground energy. You've got a nice new construction here, not near power lines. You don't have any mold. That's what I would use you for and then get the blessing on the house. But you sage that thing before it ever goes up. Now, I always hear about that too. Burning sage. Does that work to get rid of spirits? Is that an actual thing?
No, it does not. Not at all. This is not a slam on sage at all. But those Native Americans, they use sage as a positive kind of thing to create a positive. They did not use that.
A conductor, right?
Warfare.
They use it as a conductor for energy, not to ward off things.
I don't know conductor. I'm not sure, but it was not meant to be spiritual warfare itself. It was meant to create something positive. And I've talked to real shamans, and they've concurred with that that's not but people today, they don't know that, and so they hear about sage, so they bring that in, and that's fine for whatever, aromatherapy or creating something positive. But when I go in for warfare, I use blessed incense. scents, and I usually use frankincense and myrrh because if there is something evil that would, aggravate them, it would repel them because they're biblical scents, from the three magi, the gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So again, then I've had shaman go in, like if there's people of Native American blood, and they go in afterwards, and then they would do something positive, with age and all of that. But that's only after the warfare, warfare in the house.
Give me how real this is. So I guess it's my understanding that most priests probably go through a whole 40, 50, 60-year career and do not see a demonic case. Why do you think you were drawn to this work, and are demons real?
Demons absolutely are. Our faith believes that. I mean, if you believe in God, then the opposite is true too. And we do believe that there are demonic forces. How they manifest in different ways. It can go anything from simple temptation that everybody, that we've, brought up with, to be strong in time of temptation, to the rare demonic possession or subjugation. And so I think that what I did feel a call to spiritual warfare at a young age. My mother's cousin was a priest. Every Tuesday he would come to my grandparents' house next door, and we would talk for hours. And that's really what gave me the impetus and the desire to follow a calling to the priesthood. But I also believe very heavily in the supernatural. So visions, apparitions, miracles, those are all paranormal. They're called the normal. But what's a leap of faith to believe that houses could have a haunting spirit in there? And so, but I didn't do anything with it growing up until I became a pastor and started working actually with Ryan Buell on Paranormal State. That I got actually more busy with doing that because of the exposure. Now, my name was out there. People were calling from around the state and Massachusetts for help. And so I started a group to help with that. So there was the investigative part of the group, and then there was myself and my sisters that went in and did the warfare and the cleansing of the house.
You're saying warfare?
Yeah, it's fighting. It's what you do is if there is something malevolent in there, then what I do is we release provocation and try to drive it out using what we have in our Catholic Christian tradition. Incense, holy water relics, the rituals, the prayers, using scripture.
No matter what kind of car you drive, two things are true. All tires eventually need replacing, and all vehicles need servicing. Luckily for you, Big O Tires is an expert in both. They have all the name brand tires you trust for any vehicle on any road condition. They'll keep your vehicle running smooth with expert services on things like alignments, shocks, struts, batteries, brakes, and more. Get into your locally owned Big O Tires, the team you trust.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000. This is when mindset comes in. Someone will be eliminated. Pressure is coming down.
Trainer Games on Prime Video, January 8th. Watch the trailer on TrainerGames.com.
This is Jacob Goldstein from What's Your Problem? Business software is expensive, and when you buy software from us, you need. Odoo has no hidden costs and no limit on features or data. Odoo for any needs your business might have. All
Season 2 of Unrivaled Basketball is here, and the talent is unreal. The best women's players on the planet are running it back with even bigger moments and bigger stakes. Don't miss as Paige Beckers, Nafisa Collier, Kelsey Plum, Brianna Stewart, and more take the TNT, True TV, and HBO Max.
Do you like free money? Well, today's your lucky day. Better Picks is offering a free $10 just for signing up. Download the Better app, pick more or less on your favorite player's stats, watch the games, and win some cash. It's that simple. Better Picks available in 33 states, including Texas, California, and Georgia. Download the Better app today. That's Better. BER and get a free $10 no deposit necessary. Must be 21 or older in the jurisdiction where Better Picks operates. Terms and conditions apply. Better Picks. Sports just got better.
And how much of your faith is reliant on those things like the scripture, the words? Because this is what I'm thinking. So while you're talking, I'm getting the chills. I'm getting a little nervous, and I'm thinking, yes, I have my faith, but boy, can something that feels dark make it a little shaky at times. Which I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't know. It's like you're walking into a very dark place. How do you know that you are cloaked with the armor that you need from God?
Because I spent time beforehand, even days, to prepare spiritually for that, just in case. And I think that anybody who does any kind of investigation, paranormal investigation, and tried to teach people that in workshops in the past, you know, when you're going into a place, you don't know what you're walking into, so you need to be guarded, and you need to be protected with a shield, because we're dealing with the other world of the wilderness, and we don't know what we're walking into. You know, it might seem that people are saying it's spirit activity, but it could be something malevolent rather than something, you know, of a soul. You know, that's spirit.
So this is not at all symbolic. This is real.
Oh yeah, I mean, but everything is safe. Like when my bishop asked me, the former bishop, when I first approached with all of this, he said, "Aren't you afraid?" And I said, "Oddly enough, no."
Why not?
Real people scare me more than these things. These things I know how to get rid of.
Well, that I get. Hang out at a Walmart at the beginning of the Black Friday sale. That's pretty scary.
Hell yeah.
Those are possessed people.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
these people fighting over Stanley Cups, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But faith is important. Even if I didn't have the other things, the holy water and the crucifix and all of that, if I happen not to have it, my faith would be able to conquer that, you know, and face that. That's what you have to go in with. You have to go in with that assuredness that, number one, that you're going there on a mission from God, really. You know, you're going there as ministry. And the faith that I profess in when I offer Holy Mass every day, you know, I take that with me. And so, and I know it's weird. I don't know why it doesn't scare me to go in to places like that. But I don't take that for granted. Like, I don't go looking for problems. I wouldn't go into a place just because it's, you know, supposedly got an evil spirit in there if I wasn't asked to go in to help it. You know, I don't take chances like that. I wouldn't go to Annabelle and start taunting her. You know,
Well, yeah. We got to talk about that. We're going to get into that in the next half hour. I was thinking as you were talking, could you talk about haunted places, places that have that thing? Does that stick to a person, or the haunted place, or is the place just its own thing and people experience the haunted?
It could be several different things. It could either be that there's something there connected to the land, connected to history there, and maybe not even anything to do with the house. It could be something that was brought in somehow by somebody.
Like an antique or something?
Well, that could be like that, or someone just, you know, by doing, you know, like Ouija boards and seances and things like that, and different conjuring things. They could have brought something in that was that negative. Or people can have bad, you know, like if you ever run into someone who's so mean, so bad, it's like something, you've got something attached to them.
Yeah, you know, and I talk about this a lot from playing in a band.
Yeah.
When you're out at night and you meet people towards the beginning of the night, they're okay, but then once the alcohol starts flowing, there's a certain part of the night where I don't even want to play past like midnight anymore because just bad things start happening. That's probably why they call alcohol spirits.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Where you see that just the darkness, you're like, whoa, that flipped the switch.
Listen to more Coast to Coast AM every weeknight at 1 a.m. Eastern and go to coasttocoastam.com for more.
No matter what kind of car you drive, two things are always true. All tires eventually need replacing and all vehicles need servicing. Luckily for you, Big O Tires is an expert in both. They have all the name you trust.
10 athletes, fit contract for $250,000. This is when mindset comes in. Someone will be eliminated. Pressure is coming down.
Trainer
Company that sells a suite of enterprise apps that handles everything from accounting to inventory to sales. Odoo is all connected on a single platform in a simple and affordable way. You can save money without missing out on the features you need. Check out Odoo at odoo.com. That's odoo.com.
Season 2 of Unrivaled Basketball is here, and the talent is unreal. The best women's players on the planet are running it back with even bigger moments and bigger stakes. Don't miss as Paige Beckers, Evisa Collier, Kelsey Plum, Brianna Stewart, and more take the court and redefine the game. This isn't your regular season. This is Unrivaled, where the pace is faster, the energy is higher, and every athlete shines. Unrivaled Basketball, Season 2, sponsored by Samsung Galaxy, tips off January 5th on TNT, True TV, and HBO Max.
Do you actually know ball? Well, come prove it with a free $10 from Better Picks. Download the Better app, pick more or less on player stats, watch the games, and win cash. It's that simple. Must be 21 or older in a jurisdiction where Better Picks operates. Terms and conditions apply. Better Picks. Sports just got better.
This is an iHeart